Steve Leesman has the results of the new CNBC Fed survey. And Steve, the results are significant.
They are, Seema, and the reason we asked this, obviously this campaign has a big influence on the economy. In fact, 60% say the whole campaign is negative for the economic outlook. We want to show you, though, the big changes in the betting on who's going to be the next president. Before, in the August survey, we had 84% of our 41 respondents had said that Hillary Clinton would win the White House. That is now down to 51%. Not necessarily true. Only about half of Clinton's losses are Trump's gains. You can see here, 15 points went to those who say 26% saying Trump will win and 23% saying that they're not sure. So about more than half of that went into the don't know, unsure. But it had been a very easy and comfortable bet on Clinton, now down to 51%. Let's take a look at the next screen here. What you see here is the idea of what's best for the economy on the election outcome. We had a big story here that they were more comfortable with a Democrat winning. That's not true anymore. More comfortable now with a Republican winning, which, by the way, historically is where you expect this group to be. So it was a big story here that they'd moved away from Trump, and now they're back more where they had been previously. Interesting split here. Who's got the best policy for the stock market versus the economy? Take a look at this. In September, 49% now say it is Trump on the economy. That is up. So the policies that Trump has been talking about, he's been sitting there essentially talking to our audience, whereas I have to say the Democratic nominee has not been. There's been no pivot to the center from Clinton, whereas Trump he's responded to the criticism. Look, there's still a lot of criticism about his policies and how his numbers add up or don't, but he is talking about tax cuts. He's talking about regulatory reform. Those are registering with our audience here. 49% saying that Trump would be better for the economy, and still Clinton wins on the stock market, 26%. However, 53% for Clinton. The reason is because when we ask people, why do you make this split between the economy and the stock market? Clinton is a known quantity. Her ability to relate to foreign leaders is also comforting for the stock market. But overall, the ideas of regulatory reform and tax cuts are things that are registering with our audience.
Very interesting, Steve.
And Seema, I have to say, you know, we look for the corporate tax numbers for Hillary Clinton. Does she even glom on to the ones proposed by President Obama, the tax cut from 35 to 28? We cannot find it. We don't even know what her middle class tax cut would be. She's not talking about the issue. Therefore, you get guys like Jack Welch who come on our air this morning and make a very cogent case. And I want to just, Larry Kudlow said this to me, and it's advised my thinking about the political side of things. I know he's on set right there. He said to me, the election is not going to be an OMB debate. It's not going to be that. What you're going to do is get the public will get a general sense. This guy wants to cut taxes and reduce the size of the government, and that person wants to do other things, raise taxes and increase the size of the government. And that's the choice people are going to make. And I think Trump is talking to that. Clinton is not.